dear friends. Today we are going to be celebrating the 30th annual day of our school. I humbly request all the guests to be on the dais. Let's all stand up to invoke the blessings of the Almighty. Myself, Alan Mish, with my co-host Ishal Nabil, once again welcome you all on behalf of the whole team of Popcorn Kindergarten and School for today's annual day function.
We welcome all dignitaries, guests, parents, well-wishers, and friends. Thank you all for giving us your precious time.
I now invite Surya SB of Class 7 to deliver the welcome speech. Surya, please come onto the stage.
Good evening. Greetings to one and all present here. I am privileged to stand before you all for celebrating the 13th annual day of Popcorn School and Kindergarten this evening. First and foremost, let me extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Neena Prasad, who is an Indian dancer and exponent in the field of Mohiniyattam. She is the founder and principal of Bharathanjali Academy of Indian Dancers in Thiruvananthapuram and Saugadinga Center for Mohiniyattam in Chennai. Not only a dancer, she is also a dance researcher and a music lover. She is a recipient of Kerala Kalamandalam Award for Mohiniyattam, Nritya Chudamani Award, Mailpili Award, and recently the Kendra Sahitya Award. With immense pleasure, I also welcome our manager, Mr. Premjit. Our director, Dhanlashmi ma'am. And our beloved principal, Angel ma'am. Who have been a great source of inspiration, motivation, and guidance in all the school activities. I also welcome Mr. Sunil Krishnan, Head of Operations Kerala, Heleno Grady, and his team. On behalf of my school, I also welcome our dear parents. We treasure your love, support, and partnership towards our institution. Finally, I would like to welcome all the teachers, staff members, and our students who are the integral part of our institution. I request your kind cooperation throughout this entire program to make it a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, Surya. Now I request Dhanlakshmi ma'am to address us.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्या परिपालयन्ता न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहेशः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. A spectacular evening is here again. A very pleasant evening to one and all present here. It's a pleasure to welcome you all here today for our 13th Annual Day celebrations, a day we look forward to every year. This Annual Day program is held to recognize each of our students for all they have achieved and to encourage them to keep up with their good work. We believe in a method of learning which encourages each child to actively participate and inculcate good sportsmanship. At the class level, children who have difficulties, whether it be in public speaking, stage fear, or lack of confidence to perform, are encouraged to come forward by creating a comfortable environment so that they can win over their fears. Our methods of teaching are holistic and inclusive. This annual festive is a perfect example of this, ensuring that every child participates and performs. Taking our evening further, and to begin with our celebration, on behalf of the whole team of Popcorn, I have great pleasure in welcoming our chief guest of the day, Dr. Neena Prasad. Dr. Neena Prasad is a rare blend of strong footing in academic study and the fine aesthetic sense of a performing artist. She had undergone rigorous training in 4 different classical styles: Mohiniyattam, Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, and Kathakali from Srimati Kalamandalam Shemavati, Guru Adayar K. Lakshman, Guru Vembati Chinnasatyam, and Vembayam Appukuttan Pillai respectively. Her performances have won much appreciation in the country's artistic circuit, and she has also been the recipient of the prestigious awards from Kerala Sangeeta Academy, Music Academy, and Central Sangeeta Nadaga Academy. With her striking choreographies and the execution of the art, with perfected body kinetics, she has taken Mohiniyattam to the notice of the connoisseur, the critics, and the audience alike over the past 3 decades. Her undeniable talent has allowed her to represent art form across the country and abroad. Besides her successful dance career, Dr. Neena Prasad continues to serve different universities in Kerala and UGC as an academician. She is the first doctorate in dance from Kerala and the first postdoctorate fellow in dance from University of Surrey in UK. She was the first appointed research coordinator and faculty of Kerala Kalamandalam and has produced many research scholars who took doctorate of philosophy and dance. Dr. Neena Prasad is a full-fledged artist and accomplished dancer who undertook the path of academic research and passes on her knowledge and experience to her students. She encourages children of all backgrounds to seek dance education and collaborates with social organizations to make this possible. Your presence for this evening festivity adds glitters to the celebration. You are a person who believes in continuous effort Indeed, your journey is a true reflection that inspires everyone. We extend a genial welcome to you, Dr. Neena Prasad. With all our charming and cheerful greetings, I extend a hearty welcome to our respected principal, Mrs. Angel Mathan. Ma'am, you are a true inspiration for the students, both in academics and emotional front. We are delighted to have you with us. I'm so happy to welcome Mr. Sunil Krishnan. I think he is here. He has promised that he'll come here. Head of Kerala Region, Helena Grady International, and his team members. He was not well, but he promised that he'll reach here before the program. Then next, behind every successful woman, there is an understanding man. That is Mr. Premjit, a manager. Even though he is not seen in the day-to-day activities of the school, he is the driving force behind me. Unfortunately, today he is not able to be present here due to some personal reasons. He has asked me to convey his thanks to all the teaching, non-teaching staff of Popcorn and to the all discerning parents who has kept their faith with Popcorn School. Our son Dhananjay Premjit is here today to represent the meeting on his behalf. No love is greater than mom's love. No care is greater than dad's care. Dear parents, we hold you always very close to our hearts. You are very much part of us. I would like to thank each one of you for the continuous cooperation and faith in me and our institution. I feel deeply cherished to offer a pleasant welcome to all the parents and grandparents. It's my privilege to extend a warm welcome to my hardworking and dedicated teachers, Helena Grady team, my music, dance, and coloring masters, without whom this wouldn't happen. You all collectively are the reason of the growth of a school, and with your dedication and hard work, we shall keep achieving more and more. We owe much to the members of the non-teaching faculty. I wholeheartedly welcome you all. Now we put on our hearts together to welcome the treasures of Popcorn Kindergarten and School. Yes, they are my little ones. They are the central focus of this event. You are the true performance and you make the event colorful. Let this be a memorable and marvelous evening. We extend a very warm welcome to all our special invitees, my friends, supporters of well-being of a school. We couldn't have pulled off this program without the hard work and dedication of my whole team. Music, Mr. Khalid, orchestra team by Malamari Shashi sir, dance, Mr. Shaju Bharat and Faisal, Kalari, Mr. Vishnu, designing Aditya Premjit, printing and art, Simple Joy, event decoration, Mr. J. Mohan, light and sound, Mr. Kanagaraj, Sunil and Rajiv, Rainbow Audios, recording Benson Studio, costume, Naina's dance costume, Moha Designs, Mrs. Sina and Mrs. Najma. Food and refreshment, Naina's Food, and the whole team of Tago Theatre. I thank you all for the support and sincerely welcome you all to this wonderful evening. Once again, I welcome you all and I wish this celebration makes you smile and cheer you up with full of joy and entertainment. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Light is a symbol of brightness, prosperity, and knowledge. To make this evening a blessed one, we will now have our auspicious lamp lighting ceremony. We welcome our chief guest and other dignitaries on stage to come forward and light the lamp.
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा Vijayadashami is an auspicious day for all the children stepping into the world of knowledge. It is a special day for all the musicians and artists. God is sensitive. सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि
Thank you. Now I request our principal, Miss Angel Mathan, to present the annual report of our school. Angel ma'am, please come to the stage.
A very good evening to one and all. Honorable Chief Guest of the evening, Dr. Neena Prasad, respected manager, Mr. Premjit, our director, Mrs. Jalashmi, distinguished guests, beloved parents, members of the staff, and my dear children. First of all, I thank God Almighty for giving us such a wonderful evening and gather here to celebrate our annual day, especially after 2 years of COVID-19 induced lockdowns and closure of educational institutions. As we all know, in the last 2 years, we had to face a lot of challenges with regard to health and economy, and we have been able to overcome all those and return to normal life. I take this opportunity to wish you a very happy new year and pray that the year 2023 brings good health, peace, and prosperity to all of you. It is my sincere wish that we have a positive, healthy, and happy year ahead. I am indeed honored to have this opportunity to present before you the annual report of our school for the academic year 2022-23. On behalf of the members of the Popcorn School and my own behalf, I extend a warm and cordial welcome to the dignitaries and everyone assembled here. About our school. In our school, we have primary and pre-primary classes. Our pre-primary section consists of playgroup, nursery, LKG, UKG, apart from the daycare section. For the primary classes, we follow the ICSE, that is Indian Certificate of Secondary Education syllabus. At present, we have classes up to 7th standard and planning to start standard 8 next year. We also have a section for the differently abled children under the leadership of Mrs. Leena V., our special education instructor. Mode of exam. Apart from the midterm test conducted in the middle of each term, we give class test after each lesson or chapter in all subjects to assess the progress of studies. And at the end of each term, we conduct the terminal examination and the answer sheets and progress reports are shown to the parents. Here I would clarify a point that no retest or exam will be conducted for the absentees of the midterm test or examination. For the newcomers of our school, I would like to inform that All children should come neatly dressed in full uniform with well-polished black shoes and clean white socks. Students should wear PT uniform and white canvas shoes on PT days. Regular attendance in school is compulsory. As we all know, a relaxed mind is essential for studies and good health. To enable the children to grow in confidence and to enhance their all-round development, we have allotted enough time for co-curricular activities such as dance, music, kalari, and drama. In order to instill moral values in children, value education classes have also been included in our curriculum. Every Monday morning, we have assembly, which consists of prayer, thought for the day, news reading, pledge, national anthem, etc. This year also, our children participated in various competitions. They took part in SOF, Science Olympiad Foundation competitive exam for GK, English, Science, Mathematics, Cyber Olympiads. We are proud to announce that Ishan SD of Standard 5 secured Gold Medal of Excellence and Yuvakrishna of Standard 2 secured Medal of Distinction for SOF International General Knowledge Olympiad conducted this year. Congratulations to Ishan and Yuvakrishna. Our students also took part in IT and GK and coloring scholarship exams conducted by Unix Academy. Most of our students secured medals, cash prizes, and certificates. This year also, we celebrated all festivals and important days with activities suitable for that occasion. School reopened after the summer vacation on 1st June. We welcomed the children by presenting rose flowers to everyone. School building and premises were decorated with balloons and welcome charts. World Environment Day. World Environment Day was celebrated on 5th June. A special assembly was conducted by class 7 students, and Dia and Edmund gave a speech on environmental awareness and the need to protect our environment. On that day, teachers and children participated in planting saplings. Motivational speech. On 7th June, Mrs. Neema Prasad, a freelance counselor, was invited to our school, and she gave a very inspiring, informative, and interesting speech to the children. Reading Day. Reading Day was celebrated on 19th June. Mrs. Roshni Lopez, our Malayalam teacher, spoke on P.N. Panikkar, the father of library and the literary movement in Kerala. A reading session in Malayalam was also conducted on that day. International Yoga Day, a day to raise and awareness about yoga in life and to make people aware of the benefits of yoga. On that day, Mrs. Uma Kalyani, a dietitian and yoga instructor, conducted a yoga session for our students of Standard 4 to 7. Yoga with music and dance was conducted for the students of Standard 1 to 3. Father's Day. Third Sunday of June, children were given different activities such as making Father's Day cards, charts, etc. World Music Day. World Music Day also was conducted on June 21st, a day to appreciate the benefits that music brings to life. On this day, children sang different types of songs under the guidance of our music sir. Doctor's Day. On this day, children made charts and displayed. Alan Mish of Standard 7 gave a speech on the importance of honoring doctors and their services to our society. On 20th July, Helen of Grady International Speech and Drama Life Skills program was again started in our school. We celebrate all national festivals with great respect and devotion to the country and countrymen. Independence Day. Hoisting the national flag in our school compound was the main attraction of this year's celebration. S.J. Sajosh of Standard 6 gave a speech on our freedom struggle. Children sang patriotic songs with the assistance of the music sir. Flags were distributed to all. Onam celebration. On 2nd September, Onam was celebrated with great pomp and show. Mrs. Roshni Lopez, our Malayalam teacher, spoke about the festival and the story behind celebrating Onam. A beautiful and grand Attapookalam was put. Thiruvathirakkali by teachers, Vallamkali, Vadamkali, Pulikali, etc. were performed. Payasam and chips were served to all. All children and staff were dressed up in traditional attire. On 15 September, as part of the National Nutrition Month, a program was organized. Mrs. Suma Kalyani, registered dietitian and nutritionist, Mrs. Usha Rajesh Nair, groomer, and Sri Vidya Manhat, soft skill trainer, were the chief guests on that day. Mrs. Suma Kalyani talked about how to live a healthy life with regular exercise and clean eating habits. They also performed singing, dancing, games, etc. with children, and all enjoyed it very much. Cultural Gala. Cultural Gala was conducted from 28th September to 30th September. Competitions for singing, recitation, flower arrangement, dance, storytelling, elocution, handwriting, drawing, etc. were conducted. Children took part with great enthusiasm. Certificates and medals were given away to the prize winners. Diwali celebration. Diwali was celebrated on 20th October. Devna and Nair of Standard 6 gave a short speech on the importance of Diwali. Lighting the lamp by all children was this year's speciality. Rangoli was put and cultural items were performed. Sweets were distributed to everyone. Children's Day celebration. One of our students, Advait of Standard 3, was dressed up as Chacha Nehru, and Nayanar Amrit of Standard 5 gave a short speech on Chacha Nehru and his love for children. Games such as treasure hunt and musical chair were played. Class picnic. Our KG students and Standard 1, 2, and 3 were taken to the Magic Planet, and Standard 4 to 7 to Happy Land Water Theme Park, Empire. Christmas celebration. Christmas was celebrated with great joy and happiness. School building and classrooms were grandly decorated. Children sang Christmas carols and enacted a skit showing the birth of Jesus Christ. All were in red and white outfit. Color days. To get acquainted with fruits, vegetables, and flowers, Wednesdays are kept aside as color days. Children wear different color outfits on Wednesdays. Republic Day. One of our students, Surya SB of Standard 7, spoke about the sacrifices of our freedom fighters and their struggle against the British rule, and their fight for a constitution that would ensure the right and freedom of all citizens. He urged the children to celebrate this day by committing themselves to building a stronger and more prosperous India. Sports Day. Along with studies, we give importance to sports and games also. We are planning to conduct our sports day in February. Arts and Science Fair. To increase the creative talents of our students, a science and arts fair also will be held in February. About our teachers. Teacher, T-E-A-C-H-E-R, stands for talented, energetic, able, cheerful, hardworking, efficient, and remarkable. These words fall in short in describing Mrs. Dhanlakshmi, who not only is the principal of our KG section and director of our school, but also is the heartbeat of our school. Her energy and guidance are a source of inspiration to all others in the school. We also have a group of dedicated and enthusiastic teachers capable of fulfilling the demands of the modern generation of students. Apart from the various subject teachers, we also have a team of co-curricular activity teachers for music, dance, and coloring. This helps in exploring and nurturing the talents and skills of promising children. Supporting staff. We have a team of supporting staff who looks after our little ones with love and care. I wish to thank our manager, all members of the teaching and non-teaching staff, parents, and grandparents for their support and cooperation in the smooth and efficient functioning of the school. I pray to God Almighty to bless us in all our future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Ms. Leena, ma'am, our special educator, to present the report.
Good evening and a warm welcome to our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Neena Prasad, Manager Mr. Premjit, Director Mrs. Dhanlakshmi, Principal Mrs. Angel Madan, teachers, parents, staff, and my dear friends and children. Education is a shared commitment between dedicated teachers, motivated students, and enthusiastic parents with high expectations, said Bob Biopress. Yes, motivated students. Popcorn provides motivation so that Popcorn provides opportunities for students to get motivated so that they can achieve, rather improve their skills at a greater pace, both academic and non-academic skills based on their ability. Every student can learn, just not on the same day or in the same way. If a child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn. It shouldn't matter how slowly a child learns. What matters is that we encourage them to never stop trying. Each child is unique. Their abilities differ. We practice them in different ways that help them learn at their individual needs and pace. Children with special needs have to be treated with love and patience. We take the responsibility to ensure that every individual gets the opportunity to receive high quality education and develop their potentials. For this, we keep constant touch with parents. We are extremely thankful for the wholehearted support and strength parents provide. It's really a challenge for a special needs parent to help the children create their own world to make life joyful for them as they create special demands. The strength that these parents possess is miraculous, which others cannot comprehend. We have autism diagnosed children who are being trained with sensory activities as they struggle to regulate their responses to sensory information. Children with autism have distinct learning and thinking styles. There is often a misinterpretation of their behavior and language. Hence, we take care to provide, rather create awareness to general education teachers, parents, siblings, and moreover to the peer group students. This helps our autistic children to engage with their peers more effectively. Also, normal students learn to accept our special needs children. All the children were greatly impacted by the abrupt withdrawal from school due to COVID-19 pandemic. It affected their mental health. They couldn't receive any therapies, no outdoor activities, no social gatherings. Though online classes were going on, there was limitations, especially for our special need kids. We were providing family-centered support to cope up with the situation. This year, when school reopened, it was a task to prepare them to face the classroom situations. With parental cooperation, we could achieve this with greater pace. They are given training based on their current level of performance, both academic and non-academics. Drawing, painting, music, drama, yoga, coloring, all form the part of their curriculum. As usual, our children participated in all the school activities, celebrations, competitions, cultural gala, school trip, etc., along with their more advantaged peers. This was possible with the help of dedicated teachers and staff of Popcorn under the guidance of Director Mrs. Dhanlakshmi, who is ever enthusiastic and energetic. I thank the Popcorn family for rendering a great dedicated service for the needy. Thank you so much.
As we all know, our chief guest, Dr. Neena Prasad, is a well-known, eminent and popular dancer. I request our chief guest to grace us with her thoughts and experiences. Neena ma'am, please come onto the stage.
Om Sadgurubhyo Namah. Respected Director Dhanlakshmi Premjit, respected Principal on the dais, Mrs. Angel Mathan, Special Educator Mrs. Lena, Dhanjay Premjit from the Directoral Board, my dear parents and children and whoever who all gathered here, my pranams to one and all, and a warm good evening. I'm standing here today with a special pride that Popcorn School and Kindergarten has grown to this 13th annual day with all its merit and all the schemes of education system that its director have envisaged to grow to up to this level. I think you all know that I'm not an outsider for the institution. Dhanlakshmi and I belong to the same family, and she has been, as you see, a very energetic lady who's running. For us, she is the same. She has been inspirational for us for many things. She would be here for any small thing or any emotional support that you need. And no wonder that Popcorn School have grown, under her guidance have grown to this level. I congratulate her and also all the supportive system who have been giving support to the school and the teachers, all the non-staff who have part of being the Popcorn Education School. When I stand before you, as a dancer, as a teacher, I was thinking like, what would I want to share? Well, as a teacher, I have some interesting things to put forth to the parents, and also perhaps as an artist, something different. I was a dark duckling in my family. I grew up with all those feelings that my brother, that is Dhanlakshmi's husband, was a superhero those days. He was very intelligent, he was very sharp, he can recite, he can act, he was very smart in the studies. Even my sister, younger sister, she was very smart, and I was the slow mover. I could hardly bag marks in my school. I was a slow taker. So I was like mocked. My legs were pulled in several occasions, but there was something which deeply lied in me, which made me believe in myself. I just wanted to do something which I really want to. Fortunately, and needless to say, the whole environment in my being and at my home was very maybe progressive and very positive for me to nurture what all I had. When I look back, I feel that it is not just that I was introduced to dancing at my early age of 3, but it was a steady and stable process all through my life. Exams never stopped me, nor any like excursions or something other than which certainly catch a young mind, like opportunities from films or anything, evoke any other interest in me. Somewhere I became more and more focused, more and more sure of what I wanted. Seeing my interest was in my family, never my parents they never told, okay, you study, you go study, you study. No. Whatever you study, that you should be able to get the admission for the next studies, for the future studies. So from the young age itself, there was a process of self equipment where you need to find the result, you need to find your way to go deep inside us. They supported us in all the ways they could. Why I'm telling this is, I know the parents of today, they are very, very much supportive. Of course, they are very supportive to their children. But also, there should be some space left where they are able to think for themselves. I'm sure you have heard, we have been going through this World Football Days, okay? How those winners were talking, how they pushed themselves. They were literally like born into the stadiums. How they've created the fire inside them. How they made the goals walk through. Isn't that inspirational? If so, how do we motivate our child? Many a times, I would like to say this, that once a parent, I was studying this small girl, and I don't want to mention, she is a doctor now. And her grandmother used to take her to my school, okay? So I have one way of teaching, at one side I'm a very strict teacher, but at the same time I have many other ways to handle different children. So one day this grandparent was telling me, and Nina, I've found my girl like oru maunam. She's feeling sad. I was asking her several times, but there is something which is in her mind. I said, okay. She knows that I was. It is not scolding, but then I was talking to her how serious she should turn when she is advancing in the process of learning dance, because dance itself it is not linear. There are several dimensions which the brain should be equipped with to learn dance, because basically this is a bodily intelligence. I will call dance as a bodily intelligence. In one way, you are bringing discipline to your parts of the body. In one way, you are aesthetically building it. Another, when it comes to bhava, it is not just smile. Okay, technically you smile. It's not that. But there should be some reference perhaps the reference of life itself. So, what really pushes you? What really the child take to the mind? So I was telling her, I'm very happy that she's body and she's thinking and she's sad perhaps. അത് നല്ലതാണ്, അതുണ്ടാവണം. അങ്ങനെ സങ്കടപ്പെടുമ്പോഴാണ് എനിക്കൊന്നില്ലല്ലോ എന്ന് when the child start to thinking, oh, why I'm not doing this? Why I don't think like this? And as they are very sensitive, അതാദ്യം it will make them cry. Well, the parent will never know why the child is crying. I said, yeah, because she's a serious child. She's a serious child. Everything she can do is, she means doing it. So there are so many like yardsticks, emotional yardsticks, which the child has to slowly walk through. Just leave her. Let her walk. So don't worry about that small, what do you say? It's not hardship. It's just like they are finding a way to cross it. Just help them. And this is one thing which I like to share with you. When I talk to my students, I always say this film of MS Dhoni, the legend, where the young cricketer who just aspired to be someday a world-class cricketer, how he was writing the exam so fast, he was making her friends ready to take him to the railway station where he's traveling so fast and be there in the stadium at the right moment to play the game. That was his belief in his talent. That is what he really wanted to do, and he will do. I would also like to say this. Not even a single day passes without remembering my guru in Bharatanatyam, who have been a very key person, who have shaped me. His Guru Adayar K. Lakshman. There are so many instances that were literally stripped in front of him and feeling so shameful and so sad about what I could have made many things better. One such instance was this, that once he just gave me a phone and told me, yeah, there is one opportunity here. See, opportunities are very important for us. You cannot miss them. So that was those days I was just deviating from Bharatanatyam and concentrating more into Mohiniyattam. So he called me, no, you need to come here. So there is only 1 week left for this concert, and he asked me to practice. The person who was supposed to perform that day is not performing for some reasons, he said. Then I said, Master, I think I'm not in practice. And for 1.5 hours concert, I doubt I took the train and went to him. He said, who are you? Who are you to decide that you cannot do? எல்லாமே உனக்கு வந்திருக்கு, எல்லா ஐட்டம்ஸும் உனக்கு தெரியும், எல்லாமே சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்கு. இப்போ நீ யார் டிசைட் பண்ண? வாய் மூடிட்டு ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ண. Just one day, I was just recollecting everything. So Bharatanatyam, you know, it is a very vibrant form. You literally, the Araimandi or anything which you need a superb energy within which. Second day, I was just not, kind of panting. I got my breath in control, but I'm a seasoned dancer. The third day, every single day I could understand that, okay, I never hesitated to perform, but only thing that kept into my mind whether I will satisfy my guru. He had called me, and how can I perform? That to his satisfaction, to his, how he should be happy about me. So each day I was improving, and the final day of my performance, I could give the best performance ever in my life. So I keep saying this to my children. There's nothing like impossible. You are not. You should not be there to judge yourself. So from that small exams, parents tell us, my child's exam is coming, 2 months leave. We have never taken this 2 months leave. Till the last week of my SSLC examination, I was performing because I was a school winner, state school winner. My parents have told me, if you can perform, you perform, and if you can have to write the exam, it's all your duty, you manage it. This whole thing had come to us, and we found a way. And that was the way of a life of an artist is not an easy walk. Opportunities won't stand for us. Okay, one cannot think that, okay, tomorrow I will become a dancer, tomorrow I will become that because you are getting so many opportunities on your way. No, you cannot become a singer like that. It's only your passion that makes you think that, this is what I want to do. And you chase your dream. And all the roads get ready for you to welcome you. This is something which I wanted to share from my life, my learning. Thank you for inviting me here, and I sincerely wish that Popcorn would climb several steps forward, and it can extend. I hope that it will extend the studies to more higher levels in the near future itself. An education system which Dhanlakshmi envisages is something very exemplary, I should say, because it is not easy to combine and give education and training to different levels of students. You have special children here. You need to have lot of patience, as Srimati Meena was talking here. And it is really praiseworthy that Popcorn also have this wing of special, mentally special children, and they are also having education part of the system. Once again, thank you for inviting me, and I wish all the best and success and a very wonderful evening today. My wishes to all the children to perform well, to enjoy the moments. Thank you.
Thank you, Neena ma'am, for the incredible motivational speech.
Now, it is time to acknowledge the cultural and academic talents of our students. I request the chief guest to kindly give away the prizes.
First, we have the winners of the Smiling King and Smiling Queen competition. Smiling Kings, Adrit S., Ayan P. Sam. Ian P. Sam. Ian P. Sam, sorry. Adrit S. Not able to. Ardra, please come on stage. Smiling Queen, Sarah S. Next, Ardra R. Nair. Ardra R. Nair. Next, we are giving away the prizes for the best budding artists. LKG, Archana Susan Joel and Vaibhav J.S. Nair. UKG, Prarthana S. Anup and Vedit Naya. Sub-juniors, Kritika Ratish and U. Krishna GD. Kritika Ratish and U. Krishna GD. Vikas, Dia and Edmund, and Alan Mish. Dia and Edmund and Alan Mish. Proficiency Award winners from the LP section from this year. Alan Mish of Standard 7. Alan Mish of Standard 7. Devana Nair of Standard 6. Devana Nair of Standard 6. Ishan SG of Standard 5. GS Gianna of Standard 4. Nakul M. Ratish of Standard 3. Nakul M. Ratish of Standard 3. Yuv Krishna GD of Standard 2. Yuv Krishna GD of Standard 2. Karthik M. Vijesh of Standard 1. Karthik M. Vijesh of Standard 1. We are proud to announce that our students Ishan SG of Standard 5 secured Gold Medal of Excellence and Yuv Krishna GD of Standard 2 secured Medal of Distinction for SOF International General Knowledge Olympiad conducted by the SOF 2022-23.
We now invite Ms. Sunil Krishnan to share his ideas and expressions with us. Experience.
Good evening, everyone. Um Respected Dr. Neena Prasad, Dhanalakshmi ma'am, the director of Popcorn, and all the other dignitaries on the dais. The last time I attended a annual day in Trivandrum was here at Tagore on February the 20th, 2020. Yeah. And between February 20th, 2020 and January 31st, 2023, we know how life has been, particularly just 2 years of total chaos, all of us went through. And it is, how many of you are excited to be back in an auditorium attending an annual day of your children? Yeah? Good. So that is my excitement too, okay? And sitting there, I came a bit late, so I was sitting at the back, and I was thinking that if I had been in Trivandrum, staying in Trivandrum, and I had a child who was school going in primary school, I would have definitely put in took the admission in Popcorn. You know why? Any guesses? Okay, anyway, the interest of time, I'll say. Okay, so the director is Dhanalakshmi ma'am, so that means signifies, abundance and prosperous, right? Then the manager is Premjit sir, which symbolizes love and compassion, right? And you have an angel as a principal. So you can't ask for more, right? And in our days, we never had angels and principals. So I will, so I'll just make 2 or 3 points, share a quote with you, and give the stage to the children to perform. The first thing is, the pandemic, what happened with all of us. There was one group of people who stood as a rock to take our children's learning forward. And those are the teachers of the school, the people who were managing education, particularly the school education. This is an opportunity for us to convey our gratitude, say thanks to them, okay? So I take this opportunity to thank all the teachers here, teachers, principals, school owners in Popcorn for, it was not easy for them. It was not easy for any of us, but for teachers it was much more difficult. Because in corporates, we are used to video conferencing, we have had conference calls. The teachers have to unlearn and learn new things. Okay, it was not easy. Like my team, there were a lot of teachers who were not comfortable doing a video class. There are teachers who came up and said, we have to see our own face. That was a dynamic which came particularly for teachers. You don't see your own face, your own expressions, standing in front of classroom and taking a class. But that was one dynamic all people have to handle. And another was, not all teachers are digitally, savvy, digitally literate. They had to really learn that process, and, and excel and bring the classrooms, bring the learning in our living rooms and our homes. So let us all take this opportunity and, acknowledge the efforts they took, and all the challenges they faced for bringing, keeping the flag of learning always flying for our children. Okay? So let us thank you so much. Okay? So you can probably, next time you walk into the school, take the result of your children, ask their progress, but also thank them. Okay? The second thing is their journey doesn't stop here. This year, the coming year, 23-24, is the new education policy implementation starts from this year. How many of you are aware of the new education policy? As parents, you must read that document. It is a publicly available document, New Education Policy 2019. Go through the school, the change in structure that is going to happen. So the days of rote learning is over. The days of, memorization and giving an exam is over. It's all about developing skills, developing abilities, and building children or preparing children for the future. That is the future of 2040 and 2050 when these kids who are in school today will start their career. Okay? So as parents, you have to be aware about what is going to come in the new education policy. So it would be a good idea for all of you to go through that document, only the school part. That will help you to understand what are the changes that is going to happen. Okay? The third thing which I said, a quote, which ma'am was referring to, Dr. Neena Prasad was referring to. This is a quote from Sir Ken Robinson. Sir Ken Robinson is a very renowned educator. He passed away about 2-3 years back, who brought in creativity and art into the conversation of school education in Europe and later on across the world. So he talks about art as, she used the word aesthetic, right? So he talks about art addresses the idea of aesthetic experience. Now, what is aesthetic experience? The aesthetic experience is one in which your senses are operating at their peak. What she was saying about how the brain operates when she dances. She has to be completely aware. Then he says, when you are present, aesthetic experience is when you are present in the current movement. So when you are on the stage, you have to be extremely alert. You have to be completely aware. When your aesthetic experience is when you are resonating with an excitement of this thing that you are experiencing and when you are fully alive. So what dance, drama, music, all those art forms bring in is the aesthetic experience. So an aesthetic experience wakes up the children to what they have inside themselves. So that is what, annual days for me is not just a, show of dance and drama and, all those things. It is also an experience. It's also an opportunity for the children to experience what is called an aesthetic experience. Because the student who walks into the stage and climbs down the stage have two different personalities. മനസ്സിലാവുണ്ടോ? അതായത് സ്റ്റേജിൽ വന്ന കുട്ടിയും സ്റ്റേജിൽ നിന്ന് ഇറങ്ങിയ കുട്ടിയും, they are two different personalities. They have experienced, they've gone through that aesthetic experience. So that is the importance of these annual day functions. So thank you very much. Nice to be back and enjoy the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sunit sir. Now I call upon S.J. Sajosh to propose the vote of thanks. Sajosh, please come to the stage.
Dear Dr. Neena, we thank you for honoring us with your presence today and spending your valuable time with us. It has added considerable charm to the function. As a token of appreciation, we request our principal, Mrs. Angel Ma'am, to present you a memento. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I call upon S.J. Sajosh to propose the vote of thanks. Sajosh, please come onto the stage.
Honorable Chief Guest, our manager, Mr. Premjit, Mrs. Dhanalakshmi ma'am, our director, our principal, Mrs. Angel ma'am, invited guests, parents, teachers, and my dear friends. It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. I, Esther Sajosh, on behalf of Popcorn School and Kindergarten, extend a sincere vote of thanks to all present here. First, I'd send my earnest thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Neena Prasad, a well-known maestro in Mohiniyattam, for gracing this occasion with our presence. We are obliged to Mr. Premjit, our manager, Dhanalakshmi ma'am, our director, and our beloved principal, Mrs. Angel ma'am, for their unfailing guidance and support, without which we could not have reached this far. I also extend my thanks to Mr. Sunil Krishnan, Head of Operations, Kerala Helena Grady, for his presence here today. I take this opportunity to thank our teachers and non-teaching staff for their support. Finally, I thank you all, dear parents, for attending this grand function and making it a great success. We always need and value your support and cooperation.